The Officers' Mess and Quarters, located on the campus of the Canadian Forces College at 215 Yonge Boulevard, in the Armour Heights neighbour, Toronto, Ontario. The site was originally a property named Strathroban that was owned by real estate developer Frederick Burton Robbins, honorary colonel of the Toronto Scottish Regiment, and the centerpiece was a large Tudor Revival mansion, which was built around 1914 pursuant to a design by the architectural firm of George and Morehouse. The estate was renamed as Glen Alton after it was purchased in 1926 for $175,000 by businessman Albert Leroy Ellsworth, who had founded the British American Oil Company in 1906. Ellsworth used the property as his residence until about 1942, at which point the Royal Canadian Air Force rented it from him to use as a wartime staff college. In the autumn of 1945, the Government of Canada bought the estate from Ellsworth for $103,500. Now, the mansion is used as the Officers' Mess and Quarters at Canadian Forces College. A new kitchen and dining room addition was built in 1950-4. Now the building is the property of the Department of National Defence. The cross gables, mock half-timbering, and leaded casement windows, all these designing elements reflected the Tudor Revival style. Other characteristics includes the Spanish tile roof, porte-cochere, dormers, French doors, terraces, composite chimney pots and Tudor arches. The construction materials, sandstone, limestone, stucco, clay tile, provide visual and textural interest. Horizontal massing, projecting gables and the porte-cochere evoke English vernacular architectural traditions. Within the federal inventory, the building is an outstanding example of a grand home built in the Tudor Revival style. The interior decoration of the building follows a Jacobean motif and is rich in paneling, ribbed and beamed ceilings, decorative plaster, cornices and wooden wainscoting, with elaborately carved fireplace mantels. The dark stained oak and mahogany paneling are an important feature of the interior. The building has many custom features such as bookcases, hardware and lighting fixtures that are integral to the fabric of the building. Despite evolution of the estate, the site retains much of its historical integrity, with the oval in front of the Officers' Mess, a formal garden to the east, and the former gardener's cottage to the west. The Officers' Mess and Quarters remains the visual and ceremonial focus of the campus, and sets the genteel tone reflected in surrounding buildings. Being the major building of the campus, the Officers' Mess and Quarters is directly associated with Canada's military history, in particular the theme of the professionalization of the Canadian Armed Forces. Created as the Royal Canadian Air Force War Staff College in 1943, the Canadian Forces College has undergone several stages of reorganization and continues to play an important role in the professional development of Canadian officers who seek to make a significant contribution to the military profession and to the country. The mission of the Canadian Forces College is, develops joint warfighters and national security leaders through rigorous academics, research, and engagement for command and staff appointments at the operational and strategic level to serve the Government of Canada. Among distinguished graduates and former staff are most of Canada's high-ranking officers.